some signs and symptoms that you may be experiencing psychosis. Number 1, you become very itchy, especially at nighttime. It may feel like bugs are crawling all over you, and it might really scare you. Number 2, you have hallucinations. These hallucinations might not only be different things, but it can be spiritual. You may hallucinate a lot of spiritual things, or it could be different things, anything imaginable. Number 3, paranoid thinking. You may feel like someone is coming after you, or you could completely feel like the government is watching you and have very paranoid thinking. There's different scenarios to that. Just saying. And number 4, I'd have to say probably you're not going to be making sense to people, because your hallucinations can get so bad that you're possibly hearing people that are not actually talking, or words can be mixed up so that it is understandable in a different way. So definitely the people around you will definitely know eventually, if it gets bad enough, that you are experiencing psychosis. Now, a very interesting thing about psychosis is that sometimes it is linked to different mental health conditions, like schizophrenia or bipolar, and actually as well as cancer. People who have cancer can experience psychosis. I think it just depends, because there is a difference in between people sometimes having hallucinations to it being very extreme, where it is unmanageable anymore, and then it affects your life, and it could possibly be a chronic condition depending on your circumstances. Some people are very lucky and it only lasts a couple weeks, and some people have to live with it for the rest of their lives. So also, I just thought I'd point out some different information about psychosis. If you do think you have psychosis, go to the hospital and talk to them about what you're experiencing. And even if you are having hallucinations, I can give you an example. My dad had cirrhosis of the liver, and he actually experienced a lot of hallucinations before he died. And he he didn't get he didn't go right away, and he didn't tell me about it. He told my mom about it. But if you are having hallucinations, I advise you to go to the hospital, because you really sometimes don't know what is causing it. There's several different things that can cause hallucinations. But if you are diagnosed with actually psychosis, there are resources out there. In Canada, you will get a social worker for 3 years, and there's a lot of support there. And there's also other resources in Canada, like Reach Out, and CMHA, and they're a big support system. And there are also groups on Facebook that support people with psychosis, so you can kind of describe and talk about what you're going through. And there is support for the family members, because psychosis is a pretty intense mental illness, so the family do need support as well. There's a lot of also other great resources as well, as there is, I'm trying to remember the name of the group. I think it's called Schizophrenic Canada, if I'm not wrong, or Schizophrenia Canada. But they also have information on early signs of psychosis and basically preventing it from becoming schizophrenia. But that's some information for you guys. And I will actually be talking more about it on how to give coping strategies, and basically when you're ready, if you do have psychosis, to be able to get back into the workforce and start trying to live a normal life. Okay. Well, you guys have a good day, and I hope that helped, that information. God bless.